Dr. Maheswar, who is the Vice Chancellor of University of Horticulture Sciences, Bangladesh. Cashew sector as a whole is increasing and improving. So what are the steps taken by the universities of horticultural sciences in improving the cashew sector as a whole?
See, unlike the erstwhile research activities, the University of Horticulture Bagalkot, with a selected group of scientists, we have now initiated a plan known as Natural Resources Inventory Program, under which we will be surveying the geographical area and the soils of different locations, basically to promote crops like cashew, some degraded soils, mined up soils. And there we exactly come out with the suitability of the soil for cashew production exclusively. Under 7 set parameters, we evaluate the soil and we classify its suitability to different crops. And in doing so, we are now identifying parameters which are exclusive for cashew nut. So this approach is a unique approach, which is first of its type being done by the University of Horticultural Sciences. I am sure that if this technology been extended to different parts of the state and different parts of the globe, I am sure that the investment by the farmer, the investment by the government will be fruitful. There won't be any chances of now the situation of getting into sunny plantations which doesn't have any yielding capacity. Those could be addressed with this scientific approach.
With the ever increasing demand for ASEAN, what are the steps taken by the Indian government as well as the other organizations to increase the area under cashews?
Yeah, fortunately for the last 3 years, India is ranking in its horticulture production over agriculture crops.
Right.
So this consistency of improvement in the area and production is only because of the intense investment support given by Government of India under schemes like NHM, now we call it MIDH. So these are the schemes which have contributed for the intense investment on these crops. That's why both vegetables, fruits, plantations, spices crops have been risen every year by year. I am sure that similar type of interventions on a mission mode, if they have been applied to crops promotion for horticulture, I am sure that we can certainly say a change in the cashew industry per se, and including our ambition of enhancing the farmer's income or a doubling of the farmer's income can be achieved by mission mode implementation of programs under Government of India schemes.
There is something called as SPOs in India and particularly in Karnataka.
Yeah, based on the experience in countries like India and in several states of India, maybe Gujarat, maybe Maharashtra, maybe Karnataka, maybe Kerala. Now earlier the trend was towards the cooperation movement. Well, said and done, now the cooperation movement is still continuing, but not in the pace as what it's supposed to be. Now there's a different dimension given to these cooperatives in the name of Farmers Producers Organization. We call FPOs. And this is also being supported through other programs like SFAC, Small Farmers Agri-Business Consortium. So through these farmers being strengthened at the grassroots level, making them to come out with the groups and then making them to organize a federation of a crop wise, I am sure that the bargaining capacity of the farmers will be improved. I am sure that the technological access to the farmers will be improved. And in terms of the any commercialization of the activities in terms of primary processing and value addition can be decided by the stakeholders, the farmers himself. So if this has been initiated, as been done already in other crops, say it fruit crops, vegetables and plantation crops, it's been done. Similar model of farmer producers organization, if it has been extended to crops like cashew in days to come, then we can see a sort of consolidation at the field level. Then we can see a lot of involvement of the farmers and stakeholders, and there are a lot of understanding between the different stakeholders. So with this sort of access to the farmers to new approaches which they already been experienced in a different farm, I am sure that this consolidation through farmer producer organization would go a long way in getting more farmers actively involved in the promotion of new crops, the promotion of crops in their area for similar to that of cashew.
Challenges that the cashew sector right now is facing.
As far as India is concerned, it is mainly on productivity.
Right.
Now, all attempts from different corners, if they're focused towards the vertical growth, vertical dimension of the whole crop industry, say through productivity, I am sure that that is the first step to be taken towards the, improving the industry status of this particular crop. Secondly, of course, there are technologies available in several institutions, several research stations, and several agricultural and horticulture universities. By pooling all those things, then taking up a model type of demonstrations, model type of exposure to farmers for these new technologies, I am sure that there lies a greater scope for countries like India to enthuse and encourage the progressive intention of the farmers to take up this crop and to raise the productivity of this crop. This could be certainly been, attempted. We can certainly find a success, but only thing is the stakeholders who involve at the helm of affairs. It may be through the policy formulation itself. It may be through the supporting of a mission mode scheme itself. It may be by the collaboration of all these stakeholders itself. So with all these approaches, I am sure that in days to come, by another a decade or so, India must make a dent in the cashew industry, especially in terms of enhancement of the unit productivity to begin with. Then secondly, we have to now translate this concept into non-traditional area where cashew is not being grown. Those are all potential areas. So if you can scientifically identify those areas and you can scientifically tackle with the available interventions, I am sure that even the non-traditional area also could be brought into the cashew production. So with this two-pronged main approaches, I am sure that there is a bright scope for countries like India to make a headway in the cashew promotion. I admire and congratulate and compliment the organizers for having thought of this very useful program, very farmer-friendly approach, very industry-related program, which goes a long way, especially in countries like India, and especially the efforts taken by our cashew info system and the partners and the way it has been organized. I am sure that this is an effort to last 1 year. So this particular event has been organized very well, meticulously planned, and the structuring of the convention is in proper order. There's a greater scope for the participation of the stakeholders, and I'm sure that by the end of this convention, if they're able to consolidate, come up with a roadmap, that becomes a trump card for countries like India to show better production in cashew.
Right.
My compliments to you all once again.